Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I've said this before I'm going to say it again. See, you don't get any Premier League club we never buy player. There is no Premier League club that hasn't bought at least 2-3 players. And then you see, the funny thing is that the top teams have bought at least 4-5. And then I said it in my previous video. I said only players don't win you titles. Only player cannot give you titles. In fact, when you see a brilliant manager and a brilliant team with a correct mentality that the club already have in existence, they will give you significant achievements. They give you significant achievements. You go see this season. It's not about una don't choke us with Gyökeres actions everywhere and there. Anywhere I turn, I see Gyökeres. Everywhere I turn, I see Gyökeres. See, calm down. The season is not far. It's not far. It's just about a week or two from here. We will see. It is not just players. You need elite mentality of managers for you to be able to be successful. And I'm not. If you think I'm talking about Arsenal alone, no, I'm not talking about Arsenal. I'm just talking in general terms. See, as a manager, you need to be flexible with your patterns. You can't keep doing copy and paste. You can't keep doing copy, it won't work. They will factor you out. The brilliant Pep Guardiola that usually beat Premier League teams 5-6 at a point. We are aware of all these things, and at the end of the day, look at how it's turning now. Because why? The managers are getting more inclined, to be able to solve each other's technical abilities, technical patterns, strategies. Managers go for weeks to check how his particular manager, how his team plays. So if there's a need for you to be more flexible with your style, flexible with your tactics, flexible with your approach, flexible with your attitude to win games. Chelsea did not win PSG because it was Chelsea. No. We know that they have that pedigree. When they get to final, they always do their best to win it. But you see, the thing is, when it comes to you facing a giant, slaying a giant, you don't do that ordinarily. You have to be extraordinary. You have to be abnormal in order for you to become successful against giants. David if you know the story of David, you know what I'm talking about. So it's not about that. See, I've said something. I'm going to be dropping a video about how I feel like. I'm not God, of course, but see, this football, I dey try. I swear, I tell myself I dey try. See, I will predict how I think, not particularly the position where maybe number 1, number 2, number 3, but I will tell you what will probably be happening to every team this coming season, based on who they've signed, based on their manager, based on patterns, and based on how well they have improved and how well they have declined. You will see. See, I don't want to talk about it now. It will be in our subsequent video. I'll be dropping maybe two videos per day. One of these videos will be talking about each of those teams, the 20 teams in Premier League, and how I will analyze them based on how they have been coming. So it's not like that. It's not. Imagine Arsenal giving Tottenham what's happening. Arsenal giving Tottenham title. Why? What's going on? We understand this preseason. Yeah, you guys just want us to just lock up as if nothing happened. Shit happens. Tottenham won Arsenal. Is it? Let's say it as it is. We know that these two clubs, even if it's friendly, they don't play like friendly games. I don't talk about Gyökeres. We all can argue how many minutes he plays, but he's coming to this same Arsenal team. The mentality, the manager, you need to just do something different about the way you guys play and the ways you guys set up. The one way pattern that you guys are playing is too obvious. You guys should know. The manager should know. But B is waiting for Pep Guardiola that he can copy and paste. Is he waiting for copy and paste? Anyway, it's going to be on a very long ride because this is going to be even a longer season for Pep Guardiola. Yes, I said it. Now, I'm not giving praise to Maresca for how he plays, but because he's flexible. In fact, oftentimes he has been, me personally, I've discredited him because of how he can just easily change things. It's not so stable on one particular style. He comes up with different patterns, and sometimes he comes up with different players to play different patterns, and sometimes cost us the games. But see, as an elite manager, it doesn't matter the club you are playing, you must have this mentality that you are going to be factored out. That's just it, basically. That's just it, basically. I won't talk much, but Tottenham don't carry trophy, whether you like it or not. Either it's preseason or it's not preseason. It's helping their mindset and it's helping their mentality. And then kudos to Pape Sarr. I think that's his name, Pape Sarr. The long lead goal is scored and removed Raya from the equation as if he doesn't exist. What a player! What a goal! Kudos to him. Kudos to him. Now for Chelsea, we've just signed Jorrel Hato. This time I can pronounce his name perfectly because now it's my player. We have signed Jorrel Hato now, and then I can tell you for a fact that left wing back is done and dusted. Done, I've been literally done and dusted. There's nothing you guys can no. There's no winger. You are going to be having series of problems playing against any of our left back in that position, because see, we don't just put player there. We put machines. Jorrel Hato, machine. Cucurella, undoubtedly AI machine. You get it? They feel me? So these are what Chelsea has been planning, and then see, for Hato to come through the door, it remains Xavi Simon. Now, Jorrel Hato was signed about £43 million, and then the club Ajax has sell-on clause on it. I'm not going to be putting the pictures today for you to read, but I'll explain some of the things. So Jorrel Hato was, signed at for £43 million, and including the club had a sell-on clause to it, and that's the total package. And now we have players going the other way around. McGill has signed a season-long loan with Sunderland. Now, how do I see that transfer, particularly for McGill? Is a very good one, because staying in Chelsea currently with the battles that is going to be ahead of Jackson, João Pedro, and then the what's the name? The number 9 is going to be very, very serious. I'm not expecting him to have any chance whatsoever. I'm not expecting him to have any chance. Maybe he can play Carabao Cup, but who knows what happened there? You understand? So it's best for him to go to Sunderland. Sunderland are covering his whole entire fee. So I hope he will do well and come back very strong. And also, talking about the loan, we have Kendrick Paez, the Colombian, also going the other way to Strasbourg for a 1-year season-long loan. And I also wish him well, because the competition is so fierce this time. So there's no way that these players can compete currently without having experience, without having played more games. So it's a very fine idea for them to go on the loan. Very, very fine idea to go on the loan. So now, there is a report I read from Ben Jacobs stating that Chelsea have been checking the background and then everything that there is to check for Alejandro Garnacho. They want to sign Alejandro Garnacho. See, we have shouted over time, waiting they happen for this deal. Why must you sign Garnacho? Now, it won't be surprising if we get to know that it's one statistic somewhere else that they are seeing that is making them to go for Garnacho. Now, personally, do I have a problem with Garnacho as a player? No. Do I think Garnacho is a good prospect? Yes. But now, I don't feel particularly about his attitude and then his maturity for the number of games he has played. I feel like he should be firing more. Of course, he's trying, you understand. I don't want to take it away from the player, take that away from the player. He's trying, and then I feel like he's going to do better. Particularly me, I have a problem with him concerning disciplinary issues. I feel like he's not matured enough. Now, I feel like we have so many players who can play, not so many do, but we have quality players who can play at that position that are far better than Alejandro Garnacho. So now, but there's something that I saw that makes me feel relaxed. The deal is not going to be more than £30 million. So £30 million for Alejandro Garnacho, for at least for what he has done so far, I think it's a very good deal. If it's going to be £30 million adding Garnacho, if you think that there's something for in the future for him and for us, I think it's a very good deal. So far so good. Chelsea has been going, checking this player, playing ability, his attitude with the team, away from the club. They have been monitoring him. So like most of these things that scares us, they are aware. So now if they can set all these things, and they said that according to Benji, they said the result came out to be okay for what Chelsea can go ahead to make the deal for. So I feel like it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. So for Alejandro Garnacho, he has no suitors whatsoever. He has no lover. He has nobody coming for him. Only Chelsea. And I don't know why. That is only Chelsea that is seeing what every other club is not seeing. That they are, they've been talking about Garnacho even since last transfer window. They have been talking about him. So far so good. If this deal, this particular preference for Alejandro Garnacho happens to go to be the best decision that Chelsea made, then every club in Premier League need to learn. There is something that Chelsea is doing differently that every other team are not doing, or probably they are not looking towards. Maybe this is a star, which I believe, because it's like a copy and paste. When you look at the way the business is being done in Chelsea, it's just like copy and paste. So that's that for Alejandro Garnacho. What's the name? Manchester United player Marcus Rashford has his minute with FC Barcelona. They trashed that particular game. Was a barrier for the all-star. Is it all-star Korea, all-Korean star now, or Hong Kong? They were defeated them by 7 goals to 3. So this one's even tried to even score 3 goals. And then Manchester United, low-key, have been doing their thing. They have been winning games and they have been quiet about it. We understand, we are seeing you, but we have decided not to talk. We want you to, have some wins also, you understand. Be ripe enough for the league to be competitive. So that's going to be the end of the day, a video for today. Kindly like and subscribe and switch on your notification bell so that when our subsequent videos drop, you get notified. Now, kindly follow us on our TikTok page. Our TikTok is Albert Football Show 01. Yeah, Albert Football Show .01. Our Instagram page is Albert Football Podcast. Then on Facebook, same Albert Football Podcast. Then the long video is always posted on the YouTube, so we will have all the links posted on all the channels, so you can click on the link to watch our long videos. Kindly have a very lovely day. Bye.